Thomas Driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds and will be for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, 32 Red and Unibet. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, steward in charge, John Williamson, CBC supervisor, Debbie Down, timekeeper, Dale Elliott. Our 3 judges assigned, all from England, will be Mark Bates, Lee Every, and Terry O'Connor. Our referee in charge, third man in the ring, will be Hugh Russell Jr. of Northern Ireland. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing white with gold and blue and weighed in officially at 8 stone, 13 pounds. Coming to us from Glasgow, Scotland, he brings a professional record of 6 wins with just 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jack Turner. And his opponent across the ring in this championship contest, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing gray with black and white and weighed in the same as his opponent, 8 stone, 13 pounds. Undefeated, he has 11 wins, 3 of his 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, from right here, Belfast, Northern Ireland, here is Colm Posh Boy Murphy.
Okay, lads, I spoke to you both in the changing rooms. There's nobody to expect. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, boys.
Final instructions then from Hugh Russell Jr. So this is the first fight tonight with the belt on the line. 10 rounds for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Featherweight title. And the Belfast boy, Colm Murphy, gets the chance to win the title. He's an interesting fellow with a degree in quantity surveying. He was actually studying for a master's in construction before turning pro. So brains and brawn for Murphy, Rich.
Yeah, indeed. And he'll be the favourite going into this one, Fletch. But for Turner, you know, he's 6-1. He's got nothing to lose, really, and he'll just throw everything at it. And sometimes being an underdog like that can pay dividends. So that's not bad boxing there off the ropes. But like I say, Murphy will be the favourite here, the home man.
24, Colm Murphy, won all 11 fights, 3 of them inside the distance. Jack Turner's lost once. That was his last fight when he challenged the late Andy Tam for the Scottish title. He was stopped in the 6th. And he's straight back into another tough test tonight. So he's hoping that was just a bad night at the office, but Murphy's the man who settled the quicker here.
Yeah, he's got a more basic guard as Murphy, working well behind his jab. The problem that Turner's got early, he's getting too close, and his left hand is far too low. So when he's in punching distance, that's when he's going to get caught with the right hand if he keeps moving into that sort of mid-range section and then lowering his left hand. That's when he's going to get caught with the right from Murphy. So he's got to keep his guard a little bit higher in punching range.
Murphy, the local lad, the public school boy in the black and grey trunks, the white and blue for the Glaswegian Jack Turner, 5 years older, and at the moment can't get off these ropes. He's got quite an upright style, hasn't he, Murphy, Rich?
Yeah, he's fairly tall in range, isn't he? But pretty basic guard. So he does the basics very well. Keeps the guard nice and high, works behind some nice straight shots. You feel even early on here that Turner's got to try and close that gap and get in on the inside. But he's got to keep that left hand, like I say, it's got to be higher when he's in punching range. Look, he's taking so many risks, is Jack Turner.
Both of them relatively inexperienced. 11 fights for Murphy, 7 for Turner. And it's been a decent opening round for the man they call Posh Boy, but he just took one there. Decent shot off the ropes from Turner, which might just start to settle him down a little bit. 30 seconds to go in the first round here.
Yeah, a couple of well-timed punches there from Turner. Sat back on the ropes. And he's trying to make Murphy just overreach, and then he'll come back with his own couple of good shots where he caught him with. But for me, Murphy's took this round on that front foot. The pressure's been just a little bit better for him.
Just a little bit of reddening already under the right eye of Jack Turner, so we'll just keep an eye on that.
Step back.
Final few seconds here of the first round. Vacant Commonwealth silver featherweight title. This one scheduled for 10.
All right. Got me a fit, all right?
It's Colin Belshaw in Jack Turner's corner. The 2 points he made were you're spending too much time on the ropes, and you don't need to throw the double jab before you throw the right hand. Just a single jab's enough.
I certainly agree with what he says about him being on the ropes, as his feet are coming square, his target area's coming full on, and he's too open.
Murphy's fighting in Belfast for the 11th time tonight. He went to a Methodist college. It was a rugby school, he says. Known as Posh Boy for a reason. Admits he had real doubts about his potential as a boxer. Really is a fascinating individual. He said he decided to follow his heart and turn professional. And he does list the IBF super featherweight champion Anthony Kakachi, who's ringside tonight, as an inspiration. And he's cheered on by this local Belfast crowd here. And he's taken the fight to Jack Turner right now.
Yeah, another good positive start, isn't it, from Murphy? You can see what Turner's doing when he's on those ropes. He's trying to keep the head low and then whip a shot over the top. But his guard is a little bit too leaky and he's getting caught too many times. I understand what he's trying to do, trying to bring Murphy onto that shot, that right hand over the top especially. But like I say, his defence isn't good enough in that position.
Better work coming in here from Colm Murphy, the local man. Great work, right hand right through the middle, and there's not a great deal coming back from Turner. And he's going to have to show the desire to fight his way off the ropes, otherwise he's going to be in for a long night.
Got to listen to his corner, got to move off the ropes and try and get into ring space where he's got full range of movement. When he goes back onto those ropes, that movement's restricted and then he's wide open. He's a tough kid, Turner, and he doesn't want to be taking too many shots on those ropes. See, now that's good defensive work there from Turner, but he needed to punch off that Fletch. A couple of good slips left and right and rolled, but he needed to punch after that. If you make the opponent miss, you've got to make him pay, you've got to come back with something.
It's a typical Murphy performance to this point. He's all energy in there, not possessed with great power, but he does tend to wear down the opposition, and he's a constant punching machine, as you can see in there now. The work rate for the Irishman extremely high.
Yes, keeps switching the attack, doesn't he? So he starts with the head and then he'll switch downstairs with that left hook to the body. But he's just wearing Turner down. But there is opportunities on the inside for Turner. He's just looking for them now. Yeah, there it was there. So it's a peekaboo style, and he's just waiting for the opportunity where Murphy may just drop his hand slightly. Then he comes back maybe with that left hook or the odd body shot.
Final 20 seconds of the second round, and Murphy right now, the more accurate fighter in there, but he's also outworking Jack Turner.
Okay, yes. When the opportunity comes, we'll let the hands go. Start twisting it, okay? Yeah. Feeling good? Pumps it? Feeling good. Yeah. Not great, son.
That's Dan Boyle doing the talking in Murphy's corner as we see some of his work in the second, Richie.
Yeah, straight shots. But the job's made it a little bit easier for Murphy because Turner just backs into that corner. There's no head movement, and so Murphy just keeps punching, but nevertheless switches the attack downstairs. That's a good sustained attack.
So out they come for the third. Vacant Commonwealth silver featherweight title on the line here in Belfast tonight, the SSE Arena, with the crowd starting to build nicely. Pierce O'Leary against Dara Foley in the Dublin Derby. That's for the WBC International Super Lightweight title. That's next. And then the vacant Commonwealth Flyweight title on the line. Conor Quinn of Belfast against Conor Kelsall from Doncaster. That's the main event here for us a little bit later on.
There's nothing spectacular about Murphy's work, but he's pretty basic, flat-footed, but nevertheless he's effective with his straight shots. Front pressure fighter, no doubt. But Turner, for me, if he just can slip a few shots like that there, but he needs to come back with the odd punch himself. So slip to the left and whip the right hand over the top. That might be a shot for Turner to try. There it was there, right on cue.
Yeah, perfectly set up, Richie. That's what he's going to try and do. Spent a lot of this fight, though, with his back to the ropes, and when he has got him on the ropes, Murphy's very keen to land as many shots as he can. The work rate of Murphy very high in the opening 3 rounds.
Again, it's just a bad habit to get into, Flex, by just going back to the ropes, because most boxers' feet will come square and you can't move anywhere to either left or right. That wasn't a bad shot, though, from him.
Well, he took a really nice right hand at the start of the attack, didn't he, Turner? But he managed to land one of his own at the end. It just sent the spray cascading off the head of the Glaswegian when Murphy landed that one. I agree with you, though. He just walks him down, and he's far too happy just to walk back to the ropes, isn't he, Jack Turner, without any real need. Here he is again with his back on the ropes. And that allows Murphy then just to do what he wants with him when he's got him over there.
I mean, some fighters prefer, they like to actually go back onto the ropes, but they just need educated a little bit about the bad position they're in. And it always looks better, the judges that are watching, seeing the opponent coming forward, putting you onto the ropes, then your feet come square, you get caught with the odd shot. It's a negative position. It's hard to make it positive. You've got to really concentrate and time the shot over the top as the opponent's coming forward. Not impossible, but just can be difficult.
Belfast been a good city for featherweights down the years. We've got an excellent former world featherweight champion in our team tonight, Carl Frampton, who's enjoying this one. And it's the man from Belfast at the moment who's in the ascendancy here, coming towards the end of the 3rd round. And he's piling up the points in the early stages here against Jack Turner. That's not bad, though, from Turner, that left hand.
Lovely shot.
Start that rhythm. He's hit on me all the time, it's all right. He's hit on me.
The referee's seen up, heard them in the rest of the part time. Sorry, that's that back, so we're back to level again.
Right.
Back to level, starting again.
No, I know you got mine.
He's still doing a wee touch.
Yep.
And then he's starting to pile up. So jab from the body keeps him walking.
Yep.
Alright, we don't need the double jab for that.
Okay, yep.
So then straight into the 1-2, okay?
Yep.
Alright, you got me cut an ass from right hand to left kicks there. Everyone going, confidence yourself, Jack. Have fucking confidence in you. Have confidence in yourself.
Let's go.
Come on.
Jack Turner certainly nice and positive in his responses to Colin Belshaw. It was all going in there, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, for me, he's 3 rounds down, but there is something about Turner, isn't he? He's got a bit of skill about him. He just needs to avoid more shots as Murphy's actually coming forward. Has to concentrate, see, on silly things like that, going to the body with that left jab, getting caught with that right-hand counter because he doesn't get that jab back to the on-guard position. So, you're making a few mistakes. You've just got to try and avoid getting hit a little bit more. But he's got some skill about this kid, Turner.
It just feels like he needs a round, a decent round, just to really get him in the fight. As Richie says, the general consensus is the first 3 rounds have been won by Colm Murphy, so he's already got a bit of distance to make up on the judges' cards, and he's back on those ropes again, voluntarily almost.
See, that's not a bad shot at all there. That right hand over the top there from Turner. Although he's back on the ropes, just slipped to the left and got the timing right. But there, that's the negative side, what we're looking now, because his feet are square and gets caught flush with that right hand from Murphy.
There's been a lot of respect between the two of them in the build-up. Murphy said they'll both have a beer together when it's all said and done tonight, so there's no need for all of that. We're in there to do a job. Respect between the two of them. Of course, the boxing landscape has changed markedly in the last year. And it's not necessarily these days about an unbeaten record, but it's about whether you're entertaining or not. And if you are entertaining, there's a certain man in Saudi Arabia who likes to add you to his cards. So the opportunity's there for all of these people that we're seeing tonight to make a mark in some way, shape or form.
Yeah, I agree there. Entertainment is what it's about. More so these days, Fletch, you're quite right. The pace has slowed a little bit down there. Murphy's been caught with a couple of shots, so the slower pace is actually suiting Turner, who can pick his shots and pick his counters a little bit better. So I think Murphy's just naturally, he's slowed down a little bit. He's probably 3 rounds up. This is a closer round, and this pace suits Turner most definitely.
He did throw a lot of punches, didn't he, in the opening 3 rounds. Every attack seemed to be quite a ferocious one from Murphy, and you wonder whether he can keep that going for the full 10. As it slows down, as Richie says, it might just allow Turner to do more of his own work, although here he comes again with another flurry of shots that will catch the eye of the judges, no doubt.
Yeah, good eye-catching right hand there for Murphy again. And this turn tips the balance, doesn't it, to the last 20 seconds of this round. It's a little bit more flair about Turner. His natural ability and talent. Look, I mean, look at this. It's just front foot aggression and pressure for Murphy, and it is so effective.
And there's a cut as well on the eye. Jack Turner cut over the eye. That's another little twist in the plot here in Belfast. Welcome back to Belfast. Damage over the right eye, and you just heard Hugh Russell Jr. say in the corner, caused by a clash of heads. I think this is it, Richie.
Yeah, well, there was a little like, clash there you go, a little clash of, a couple of clashes there of the heads. But that last one was probably the one where you think it's happened.
Just go back to the way that round ended. Relatively even until the last minute or so when he started to flurry again, Murphy. But Turner, when he stands square on the ropes, is a sitting target. I mean, he can't miss him, Murphy, can he?
Can't miss him at all. As the feet go square, you see, Fletch, and then the target area comes full onto the opponent. He can switch the attack. And your movement is obviously restricted. You can only go left or right, and a lot of the times Turner is just staying on the ropes, inviting the pressure. And unless you get that timing and split second with that right hand over the top, then it's a bad position to be in for me. I actually think that Turner probably had his best round in the last round, but I don't think he did enough to win it. The last 20 or 30 seconds probably just tipped it slightly more to Murphy. But still there were signs, better signs in that round that Turner was getting to grips with it, and I think it's mainly because the pace slowed down.
This is another round with a minute and a half to go, where the pace has dropped, and you wonder whether there's a Murphy flurry at some stage that might just nick it for him. He seems to have managed to stem the bleeding to this point, although, as I say that, it just starts to flow again from the right eye of Jack Turner.
I'll tell you what, Fletch, he was just inches away from landing that right hand over the top then, Turner. He almost got the timing right. There it is there it is again. So he's waiting for it now, sitting back on the ropes. Murphy's feet have slowed a little bit, and that's just helping Turner to judge that distance a little bit better, and he's trying to walk him onto that punch. Not far away.
Turner's 5 years older at 29. He's been a pro 2 years longer than Murphy, having turned over in 2019. He's never really been that active, though. He's never had more than 2 fights in a calendar year, and this is the first time that we've seen him in 2024. And he's on the ropes again towards the end of this round, and this is where Murphy tends to do a little eye-catching stuff and then nick the round.
Yeah, well, there's not been a lot in this round up to now, has there? And yet Murphy again is finishing the round stronger, and that may just tip the judges again for him.
Final 10 seconds here, scheduled for 10, vacant Commonwealth silver featherweight title. And there's the bell. So let's bring in Carl Frampton. Carl, how are you seeing it? I mean, the way Richie's analysing this, Murphy's doing enough to win all of the rounds, and we're a little bit surprised that Turner voluntarily seems to move back to the ropes at every opportunity.
Yeah, I would agree. Turner's kind of just giving up the centre of the ring far too easy. But what I will say is, anytime he's had a little bit of success, it's been from off the ropes, and he's been throwing these short left hooks and short right hooks. But they're sporadic. They're not really happening that often. Murphy's completely in control. He just needs to be careful that when he does get close and he's putting pressure on, when Turner has his back to the ropes, that he doesn't allow himself to get nailed one of them short left or right hooks.
Thank you, Carl. So he's the man with the lead. There's Richie's card. You've given him all 5 rounds, and that's not a surprise. I'd be very, very surprised if the judges, Lee Every, Terry O'Connor and Mark Bates, are seeing it any differently to that.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, the last couple of rounds have been closer, but I just don't think Turner's done enough to win them. And that's the way I see it anyway.
A little word there from Hugh Russell Jr., the referee, at the start of the round. So into the second half of the fight. And work to do for Glasgow's Jack Turner based on Richie's unofficial card here.
He's just got to concentrate a little bit more, Fletch, with this right hand over the top, because I think there's something in that for Turner. He's just got to set Murphy up as he's coming forward when the feet slow down a little bit. And if he gets the timing right, then he could produce a good shot over the top that could change things around.
Jack Turner, who was cut right at the end of the 4th round at the corner, seemed to have done a decent job.
That wasn't a bad shot there, Fletch, from Turner. Good right hand over the top. As he caught Murphy coming forward.
All you say though, Rich, they're single shots though, aren't
yeah, they are.
The
single
volume
shots,
work
yeah.
is coming from Murphy still, even if, as you quite rightly pointed out, he's slowing down.
You see, if Murphy's accurate with that jab, that long straight jab, it makes it more difficult for Turner to land that right hand over the top. But if Murphy misses the target with his lead hand and falls in, that's when he's got to get the timing right. That's when you've got to slip to the right, try and draw the lead of the opponent, slip to the right, and then whip the right hand over the top as he's actually coming forward. And with him coming forward, the power then doubles up. And that's what Turner has got to try and concentrate on doing.
I get the impression that he's just starting to feel the pace a little bit though, Murphy, because he's not throwing as many punches as he was. Even when he gets Turner on the ropes, he's not throwing as many shots as he was having success with earlier in the fight. Maybe just 1 or 2 encouraging signs here for Turner, despite the cut. He's going to need a big finish, though.
Stop back!
Plenty of blood coming from that cut around the right eye of Jack Turner.
He's got to watch that injury, hasn't he? Because the blood if it seeps into the eye and tears the vision.
I think this is a round that's still there for the taking.
Yeah, this is really, there's nothing in this round, nothing at all.
Just tried to sneak that overhand right in again there, didn't he, Turner? Just fell short. Final few seconds here of the 6th.
Chopping it right hand there.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's come in. Yeah, they're packing up. All right, yeah. 2 rounds are, no fucking you. Come on. You're winning the rounds, no problem. Yeah. It's got to be cleaner, okay, yeah? Yeah. All right, yes, that'll work out. Come on, pick it up a wee bit here. Come on, pick it up, all right, yes? You do this every day. We do this every day in the gym. Yeah. Every single day. That's why we do it for, okay? Yeah? Moments like this, okay? Go and do it, all right, yes? Control the distance with your feet, let your hands go up and down, okay? Don't let him slow you down, you dictate the pace, okay? Up, get up.
Dan Boyle going for the motivational tactics. He got a couple of slaps around the cheek as well there, Richard.
Yeah, well, that's probably what he needed. The coach there obviously thinks that Murphy's just slacking off a little bit, and that was a close round.
So this is the first time that Turner's been past 6 rounds in his professional career. Murphy's the one with the experience of longer fights, having gone 8 rounds 3 times, but uncharted territory for the Glaswegian Jack Turner, who we think is significantly behind on the scorecards.
Murphy's starting to bring his right hand into play as well now, behind that jab. And like I say, if the punches are nice and straight and accurate, the job then for Turner is made even more difficult to land that right hand over the top. Nonetheless, it wasn't too far away there. So there's plenty of opportunities for Turner to land the odd shot here and there. Fletch. Murphy's in at close quarters now. Turner's probably got to work a little bit harder when they're in at close quarters. But Murphy's coach certainly wasn't happy, was he, in that corner? He seemed to hit the work rate again.
Body shot ripped in and followed up by a decent right hand. That's good work from Murphy. And Turner falls back to the ropes. That was a really nice combination from the Irishman. And now he's looking to apply the pressure again, with Turner trapped on those ropes once more.
Yeah, good pressure there from Murphy. Actually got caught with a little left hook from Turner on the inside. But the volume certainly came from Murphy, didn't it? And they're sensibly there, just keeping the hands nice and high in between the combinations is Murphy. He's trying to block what comes back from Turner.
Turner's not happy with something in there. He keeps saying something to Hugh Russell Jr., the referee. And the work rate of Murphy has increased again in this round after that dressing down from Dan Boyle between rounds. He's probably done enough to this point to win this round as well, hasn't he, Murphy?
Yeah, he's certainly listened to his coach, hasn't he? He's up the work rate again. That's what was needed. We've said all along that the slower pace seems to suit Turner a little bit better. He can just time his counters and seems to cope with the slower pace.
Final 20 seconds of round 7.
Turner there just trying to set that trap up, lowering them hands to bring Murphy over that front foot, but he's getting caught with too many because those hands are far too low. And for me, this has been a better round for Murphy.
Wasn't happy in that round, was he, by any stretch of the imagination, Jack Turner?
Yeah,
let's see if he says anything about it to Colin Belshaw.
Push it, Cal, push it! Yeah, good, high.
That's right, yeah, so we're getting around 8, 9 and 10, all right? I want you holding this round the same way you're boxing.
Yeah.
All right?
He's not landing much.
No, he's not landing that.
Stupid couple of wee shots I'm allowing.
No, it is the perception, looks busy on you.
Aye.
That's it.
Right.
All right, but just cut him your jab and stuff like that, all right?
Yeah.
But listen, keep your shape the way you've got it now.
Right.
All right? After the next round, we can start moving a bit and try to take it.
Yeah.
Keep it as it is just now.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Well, Jack Turner there, asking Colin Belshaw how he's doing. If your scorecard is a fair indicator of the way that the judges here are seeing it, Richie, did he need to be a little bit more honest in his assessment there?
Well, maybe so, because I think he's way behind here. That's how I've scored it. A couple of the rounds have been a little bit closer, but it's always been that last 20 or 30 seconds where Murphy seems to have another burst, and I just think he's the fighter that looks more aggressive and looks like he's taken the contest to the opponent. A couple of good little moves from Turner, but there's just not enough of them, and a lot of the time that the guard is far too low and he's getting caught from his own mistakes.
Tried to get the right hand away with his back to the ropes again, but then the volume of Murphy's work is what's going to catch the judge's eye. Single shots at this stage aren't going to be enough for Jack Turner.
That's what Turner maybe should have done a little bit more of as well on the inside flex. Are those body shots? He just caught Murphy with a nice little left hook to the body there. If you look at the elbows of Murphy, they're fairly wide, so he's fairly open downstairs. A little right uppercut on the inside there from Turner, but he hasn't really targeted that body. And like you said, he's never been past 6 rounds, so I think he's really feeling it now as well, Turner.
2 to go after this one, halfway through the 8th. I don't know whether you caught that. I mean, the language was what it was, but I mean, he's basically saying to Murphy, "Watch your head," and he's snapped now, Turner, and that's what's been bothering him. He thinks that the headwork of Murphy's a problem. He's got another cut now over the other eye. And that's what's been winding him up. And you can hear him audibly say to Murphy, "Watch your head," in there, mixed in with another few choice words as well.
And the referee has obviously missed that, hasn't he, with the head? Turner clearly thinks it's another head clash that's resulted in the second cut.
Well, he now wants this damage to be inspected by the ringside doctor.
Understand. Aye. I'm not saying. Can see completely.
So the doctor quite happy. Turner adamant the blood's not running into his eye.
Well, I'm very surprised there with that decision by the referee. Sorry, the doctor. Well, looking at, I mean, he's obviously closer to it than what we are, Flex, but looking at it from where we're sitting, it looks a really bad cut, the second one.
Yeah, the damage to the left eye is way worse than the damage to the right. Looking at him, you can see, and the blood's really flowing from that. 30 seconds to go in round 8, and everything's starting to go wrong in there now for Jack Turner.
That's gave him another confidence booster, hasn't it, Murphy? Tough kid Turner, you know.
There's headwork on both sides in there, Richie, which the referee's got to keep an eye on. Shot from Murphy. And there's the bell, and the face of Jack Turner is a mask of blood, and you can just see how much is flowing from that fresh damage over the left eye.
Hit again, Colm, man.
This is where the second cut came, Rich, we think.
Let's have a look here.
There.
Oh, there, yes, definitely. And he literally screams out, doesn't he, Turner? Have a look at it here. There it is there. And there he just yells.
The irony is, Rich, it came about 10 seconds after he administered his own warning to Murphy about using his head.
Don't tell them that, but...
And what's surprising, it was sort of on the side of the referee, wasn't it?
Here,
he's missed it.
Let the hands go, let's push him back. All right, it's the 9th round, mate, go and have a go here. I'm not waiting the last round. Aye, we know.
Left, man.
It's a bad cut indeed.
Half long shame, Colin.
Let's go, we need to go. Jack, just go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, Jack, right now.
So both of them into the 9th round for the first time in their careers. And again, Hugh Russell Jr. having to say to Colm Murphy, watch your head.
Well, for me, that's all Murphy has to do now, is just work beyond those straight shots. I think he's home and dry here. Doesn't need to be taking any real risks. Missing the target, falling in, giving Turner the chance, that right hand over the top.
Jack Turner absolutely covered in blood. Blood flowing from cuts over both eyes, and he's going to be taken to the doctor to have a look again.
Yeah, they're bad cuts, aren't they? I know this is the last round.
I know, I'm just telling you. I know, but I'm just telling you.
Okay.
I can see fine.
Okay. Let me just open your eyes. Okay?
Yep.
You can fight on.
You can fight on. I wish you could see Richie's face. You're amazed.
Yeah, I am amazed. I mean, to me, I think this fight should be stopped, but there you go. That's the doctor, like I say, he's closer to it than what we are, so we have to go with what he says.
So that's twice he's had a look. 2 minutes to go in the ninth. Seems only a matter of time before this fight gets stopped with that severe damage over both eyes of Jack Turner. Must be affecting his vision, has to be. Murphy unloading again.
Well, what Murphy needs to do now is just create a bit of space, half a step back and just punch into that space then, and make the referee, give the referee a decision to make there.
You can see the blood all over the shirt of Hugh Russell Jr., the referee, and I don't think he's going to need too much encouragement to stop it, as you say, Richie.
Just a bit of composure and just create that gap. He's a tough kid, Turner, you've got to give it to him.
Absolutely.
Real true fighting spirit that he's got.
And this is sensible now from Murphy, Richie, just poking that left jab out. Doesn't need to do anything else, as you say.
No, doesn't need to fall in like that at all. Just keep the punches nice and straight. Turner, he's been looking for that right hand over the top all night. Oh, and there he produces a left hook on the inside. What a belter that was.
Taken superbly well, you must say. The face of Jack Turner, a grotesque mask of blood. 40 seconds to go in the penultimate round. And the man from Glasgow continues to show character and bravery, to still be in there. Rocking shot right hand from Murphy. Nothing really coming back from Turner right now. He's in full survival mode here. Look at the state of him, Richard.
Yeah, bad cuts indeed, but he's still looking for that shot. But it's the straight punches there for Murphy that just eliminates that shot in a way. Makes the bent arm shot over the top ineffective because Murphy's shots are nice and straight and accurate, hitting the target. So Turner, it just isn't close enough to land that bent arm shot.
Looks like a scene from a Rocky movie. Blood all over the body of both men. Murphy's round again. And there's the bell.
No. One round, Colm. One round. Don't stop it. Please don't. One round.
Richie, surely this is the point in the fight where if the trainer thinks he should stop it, he shouldn't be talked out of it by his fighter, should he? With cuts like that.
Well, the relationship is obviously really close between the boxer and his coach. And the boxer's pleading there, isn't he?
A box, right?
Jack Turner's pleading with him not to stop it.
Listen to it. Gets close. There's a round to go. There's fucking chances. Okay? There's still a chance.
Looks like he's got his way.
As close as we can. Dip low with the fucking knees. Right? Dip low.
Let's go.
So Jack Turner will come out for the 10th and final round. He's managed to persuade Colin Belshaw that he's okay. That cut over his left eye, Rich, is a really bad one.
Yeah, he's going to be out of the game for quite a long time for that one to heal. But what a fighting spirit he has got. For me, he's only been given. I've only given him 1 round for all the guts and the effort that he's put in.
So he needs a stoppage on Richie's card. He's a very, very agitated man in there, Jack Turner. It's all about composure for Murphy, who's got the lead. And again, you cannot underestimate the desire and bravery of Jack Turner.
No, you can't, and he's still looking for that shot. There it is there, but he just hasn't got the timing and the accuracy in that right hand over the top. He's landed the odd good left hook on the inside. So he is fairly dangerous still, but it's the straight shots of Murphy when he gets the accuracy like these then they've been the more telling. And they've literally won in this fight with the pressure from Murphy.
Absolutely. He's got to dig deeper than he's ever dug in his professional life, Jack Turner. He's got to find the stoppage. He's got 2 minutes to do it. And Murphy continues to come forward and throw those long, straight scoring shots. With Hugh Russell Jr., the referee, very, very close again. He's survived 2 inspections by the doctor, having been taken to his corner by the referee, Turner. He's been allowed to continue. He's managed to persuade his trainer that he's OK to carry on. And he's got 90 seconds now to do something about it in there.
You know what, Fletch, although I think this contest should have been stopped a lot earlier than this, I actually want him to get to the end of the fight now, Turner. He's such a brave kid, but what he's got to do, he's got to keep punching occasionally, or the referee...
The doctor's going to step in again. This is the 3rd inspection.
The amount of bleeding over the right eye, you can't continue. I'm sorry, please try, please. Doctor, please, you can't continue.
And the doctor says he can't continue. And I think that's the right call. Maybe that could have happened a couple of rounds earlier, but the ringside physician saying that he's in no fit state to continue. The damage over the eye, the left eye in particular, is far too severe. You heard the conversation between doctor and fighter, and as heartbroken as Jack Turner is, it's hard to argue against it.
Well, it is hard, and I actually thought it should have been stopped a couple of rounds earlier, to be quite honest. When you've got 2 cuts like that are above, you know, they're on the eyelid of both eyes, the blood's running into the eye, impairing the vision, then it's fairly, you know, it's a dangerous situation. There must have been times there where he just couldn't see out of those eyes, and that really makes it dangerous for the boxer. 100% credit to him in terms of his bravery, strong kid, but for me, this contest shouldn't have gone as long as it did.
So based on the fact, Richie, it was an accidental clash of heads in the 4th round, it'll go to the cards at this point. It will be a technical points decision here. Yeah. We've just had a quick conversation with Lee Every, one of the judges.
Well, I think, you know, Murphy will be a long way ahead, won't he? The stoppage eventually come, but if that goes to the scores cards, then I can only see one winner here, and that's Colm Murphy.
He's pacing around the ring here, Colm Murphy. Probably moments away from picking up his first belt as a professional, the vacant Commonwealth Silver featherweight title. And after everything they've been through, the sport of boxing always brings that kind of embrace at the end. Great sportsmanship between the 2 of them. So it looks as though we're just about ready here. So let's go to Thomas Driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 38 seconds of round number 10. Our physician at ringside has advised our referee in charge, Hugh Russell Jr., to stop the contest due to severe lacerations. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and now the Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Champion, Colm Posh Boy Murphy.
So Colm Murphy's won it, and now the question will be asked by Colin Belshaw as to why they didn't go to the cards, and that's why he's gone marching across with his fighter straight to the referee, Hugh Russell Jr. There's the conversation.
Yeah, there's confusion isn't there, especially from the Jack Turner camp. They think it should have gone to the scorecards.
That's what we were led to believe at ringside, that with it being an accidental clash of heads in the 4th round, that when it was stopped by the doctor, it should then go to the cards at that point. And you get a technical points victory one way or the other.
Yeah, that's what we thought was going to happen. But it's been called a TKO for Murphy.
So Murphy's the winner. He's now the Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Champion. and we should congratulate him for that. We should congratulate Jack Turner for the bravery in there. Eventually stopped after 3 inspections by the doctor, and you can understand the confusion here at ringside, Becky, because I think as well in the Turner corner they were expecting a different outcome there than we actually got in the ring.
Yeah, thanks, Darren. Boys, do you understand what just happened at the end there?
Not really. It was a bit strange because it was an accidental clash of heads, so it should have went to the score.
Becky, yeah, lucky Colm has not fallen on the stairs. He sat on and waited to talk to me. Congratulations, Commonwealth Silver Featherweight champions. That feel good?
Hard to believe, to be honest. It's like all the nerves, all the build up to this. Like, you know, I gave my life to this to achieve this, and it's been a long year to get to this point. But I want to say a big thank you to all my team who supported me to get me here. I couldn't have done it without every individual, and especially Dan tonight in my corner in this start of the year. Took me in, gave me it all. Like,
it was a rough, tough fight, wasn't it? Was that what you were expecting from Jack?
Yeah, to be fair, he showed a lot of grit. Look, I've got a scar from being cut last year in my Irish title fight. You know, he just went the double and went 9 rounds, so I'm giving him full respect there. Takes 2 to tango, and but I was a clear winner. I dominated him from the opening bell, to be honest.
Yeah, there was a bit of confusion about whether we should have gone to the cards. It doesn't really matter because you were well ahead on those cards, I guess. He seemed to be moaning about head clashes. What would you say about that? Accidental or what?
Yeah, it was definitely accidental, but look, it's boxing, it's a fight. You know, he's a good boxer, but I knew at the end of the day, like, he would get frustrated if it turned into a dogfight, and that's what I mean. He let it get to him, and then I took control.
Yeah, and you're a big, strong featherweight. You came out firing in those early rounds. Did you run out a little bit of the gas, or were you fine?
That's fine. I just had to really conserve my energy, make him work, make him move about the ring. And look, even in that last round, I was completely outlanding him. So there you go. But here it takes 2 to tango. And look, he came from Scotland over here and he brought a fight to Belfast. So big credit to him. I hope I can find him after and we can share a pint and there's no bad blood.
Yeah, well said, well said. And Coach, what's next for the young man?
Well, we'll just take our time. Hopefully the likes of Queensbury comes back and post shows in Belfast and things. Look, Colm's still very young, he's only 24 years old, so it's slow process. His manager Mark on that is doing a cracking job with him. He's in the gym every day, we're working every day, doesn't take time off. I have to chase him out of the gym sometimes, so big things, hopefully towards the end of the year. Hopefully get Queensbury back and things like that, and we'll move on.
Congratulations on the belt and 12 out of 12 and good luck for the future.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I want to say very big thank you to Queensbury and Frank Warren for having me. Honestly, like I used to come here to watch WWE as a kid, so to get the box here on a big show, like it's a dream come true, and I'm going to be going home a happy man today.
Excellent, well said, thank you.
Thank you very much.